Well, good morning and welcome to day 16 of our 21 days of prayer and fasting. The Apostle Paul wrote to a young man named Timothy in 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 1, these words. First of all, then, I urge that supplications, prayers, intercessions, and thanksgivings be made for all people. This week we're focusing on praying for all people. And today we're praying for church and church leadership. Healthy churches, of course, are primarily dependent on the grace of Jesus. But other than that, they're also dependent upon healthy leaders. Scripture reminds us that church leaders are called to watch over our souls. One of my favorite passages comes from Hebrews chapter 13, verse 17. And before I read it, yes, I'm a pastor, so I am a little biased towards this text, but I think it is something that is very true. It says this, "Obey your spiritual leaders and do what they say. Their work is to watch over your souls, and they are accountable to God. Give them reason to do this with joy and not sorrow. That would certainly not be for your benefit." Listen, leading a church is hard. I'll be honest with you. I've been doing it now for almost 18 years, and I can tell you it is not an easy job. Primarily because the calling to church leadership comes with humility, courage, discernment, and honestly, endurance more than anything else. Often church leaders and their families live in a glass house. Everyone can see what's happening in and through their lives, and it can become lonely and heavy, especially because decisions are difficult and they always affect other people, and there's the temptation to make people happy, and as we know, that's kind of impossible. So today, would you ask God to strengthen, protect, and guide those who lead, whether that be church leadership, your local pastor, or maybe that's all the pastors in your community. I would encourage you to pray for other churches, not just your own. Pray for them to keep their hearts soft. Pray that God would keep them rooted in His love. Pray for them and also their families. Here's your prayer prompts for today. Pray for spiritual strength and wisdom for church leaders and their families. Pray for unity among churches in your community and in the world. Pray for protection as church leaders and pastors around the world lead the churches that God has called them to lead. Well, that's your prayer prompts for today. I hope you have an amazing time with Jesus.